nice. I'll be with you in a moment.
Oh, she's just been shot at.
Oh dear. I hope you're not superstitious.
Yeah. Hello, what's this over here? Who's that?
Oh, that's Pinocchio ones.
Yeah, what's that little man called?
Jiminy Cricket.
Here comes Pinocchio.
Just give a little whistle.
Oh, there's a colour song that, isn't it?
Give a little whistle.
Who's this, Katie?
That's Rick. Oh!
Who is it, Kate?
Winnie the Pooh!
Winnie the Pooh, that's it.
Everyone came to see it.
We'll have to have a hall party, so have all your friends to see the hall.
Hey, why don't we?
And tell them that Daddy did them.
No.
And who's this going to be?
Oh, Christopher Robin. Yeah, Christopher Robin, I think.
The trains.
Might not be.
Oh,
Can I have that?
Oh, who's it going to be?
Mickey Mouse. It's not very good drawing.
oh look at it, William. You try and do it.
Can you try? That's quite
And red.
red and yellow.
Right, it's 1:10 in Cregan Orchard Close, and we all had lunch, and no one's actually feeling sick yet at the moment.
So I've been very well and Mummy's not been very well.
Katie's got married today, and she'd rather do this than go on her honeymoon.
I've been on a
And
honeymoon.
Daddy's the only one that's feeling alright, but he's sitting around doing nothing.
Got a bad stomach.
You got a bad tummy? Probably stiffening up because it's not been doing
I
anything.
wonder what the who is. It must be somebody. Hey, you dropped it.
Right, who's this one?
Give a little
That was a good
whistle.
one.
Give a little whistle.
Always let your conscience be your
It
guide.
looks like a... It's
Can I
got
stop
a
now?
little whistle. That's his mouth.
I'm tired.
That's his
You're not
mouth.
supposed to be doing that, you're supposed to be
I'm
doing
getting tired.
That's his
Right.
Where is it?
It's
Oh!
Jungle Blue, isn't it?
Isn't it the lion? A
No,
lion?
I'm from Red Nose and Broomstick.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
So who have we got so far then?
Robin Hood, King John, Tiger, I don't know who it is. Mickey Mouse,
Winnie the Pooh,
Winnie the Pooh,
Jiminy Cricket,
Jiminy Cricket, and we think this is Goofy. And what was the first one then?
Winnie the Pooh, wasn't it?
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh and
Just
no,
careful,
Jiminy
Katie.
Cricket.
Give a
Jiminy.
little whistle. Give a little.
Whistle.
And
No.
always
Let your conscience be your God.
give a little.
Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle. And always let you kiss be. It can't be. I went back to go here.
Oh, there.
Yeah. Oh, God, is she going to put in a shiny impersonation?
Oh my God. He says the same thing every time. But then don't, please.
You got the cap on. You got the cap on. Yeah.
Mummy.
Wendy, I was talking
Now some more
speaking to Ada about
Yes, if you want
that
some.
you said you could go down on the coach and that or on the train.
What, tell me what date and I'll put it in my diary. What date is it?
31st.
Oh, sweetheart. William, how does Thunderbirds go?
What?
Do an impression of Thunderbirds like you did.
What you got?
Brilliant.
Freaky. That's all I can do. I can't think of any.
Somebody's getting tired.
No, I'm not. I just got something in my
Can I go past it a minute while I'm away?
I think I'll have a look at something here, please. Oh, we're taking it all out.
What
would you like? Cream?
Yeah.
Would you like some dessert, Mother?
Alright.
I've just had some chocolate.
Oh, thanks very much. Yeah, fine, that's comfortable.
Should have seen her on Christmas Day, Fred. She had him all made up with him and Dad. All matching the
Me,
makeup kit.
you was to see me out, green under my eyes, over my eyes.
Who bought the makeup set?
For Christmas.
That's right, it's part of
Yeah,
Christmas is
I'm
full.
sending in the cleaning bill.
Ah. Put us on our carpet in upstairs.
Oh dear.
But you again.
It'd be nice to look back there, wouldn't it?
Lift it down again, lift it down. And stay there. You know what? Because they didn't like the song.
Ah, but did you two read about that? It's open up to someone wanted to use it.
Yeah. But I don't think I can sing the way.
Good start, go ahead.
Hey, Jim, who was the
Okay.
pirate in,
I'd be laughing, gee.
Cook?
Who was Hook, where, what way? Jenny, who was the what?
What's his
what's
name?
up?
Pirate in,
Bob Hoskin? Bob Hoskin?
no,
Gotcha.
no.
Steve Hoffman?
No, what's his name?
Come on, Mum, don't waste your camera.
No, not in it. I mean, what was his name in there?
I'm always forgetting where I've got things. I'll tell you what they'll do. Natalie, could you hold a very dry glass for me? What they'll do is wrap it up in a piece of mauve paper. Then we'll remember where it is. Mauve paper, it's just a piece of paper, really. It's not sugar paper, like slides of it, wouldn't be very nice. We're just going to wrap the very dry glass that Natalie brought in a piece of sugar paper if you want to avoid sugar paper. So we don't need it. We're going to leave it there so when we look at the glass, we'll know later on it's covered by a piece of mauve paper. You still look it up, it's my Valentine's Day card. You're still sitting on it, and you can put it on the heart. You've got a lot to remember. Where's the clock? And where's the glass? And where's the heart? Where's my Valentine's Day card? And what was my name? You have to sit back behind the white line. Sorry, what was my name? Get in a bit, Pop. I'm just going to go and find the drink. Don't forget to keep an eye on my heart and don't let anyone go near my Valentine's Day card, okay? It'll be awful. It'll be awful if me. If you do see anything, you will tell me, won't you? Oh no! You sit back down for me! What did you do to them all?
Daniel. Push your thumb through. Push your thumb stuck. Pull your thumb out. Pull your thumb out. Throw on the hand. What have you done with it? Can you see it? What colour ball is this? What colour is this? This one. Which one is the white one attached to? Which one is the blue one attached to? You've got 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points. No one plays in the guns.
Another video, your son.
We have got how many points? How many points did Jack said? Brilliant. The giant must be a robber. The robber that robbed the bank in the village. Jack opened the sack, and inside was bars of money. Jack knew he must take the bets. Choose nearly there, let's have another go, nice and cheerfully. 1, 2, 3. Just then, came into the road and he slipped out behind the giant's back and ran as fast as he could down the beanstalk. Then he...
Not on the table. What we'll do to wake the genie up, we'll give her a little tickle. We'll give her a little tickle with a yellow hanky, yeah? Give her a little tickle. We'll give her a little tickle with the yellow hanky. Just pull that in a little bit. We'll just give her a little tickle. She'll open up, yeah? She's still asleep. After that little tickle. Blimey, we'll have to give her another little tickle. We'll give her a little tickle with the blue one this. Are you going to give her another little tickle with the other one? Yeah, oh, is she asleep still? She's still asleep, thank you very much. So we'll give her a little tickle with the blue one. The genie's still asleep. We'll pop the blue one in this end with the yellow one. She's still asleep. You can still hear her sleeping. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll put the blue one there. We'll take, what colour? Red! The red one. We'll poke the red one in this end with the... She's still asleep. She's got a yellow hanky in the middle. She's got a blue hanky this end. She's got a red hanky this end. They all went in separately, so they all tickled her separately. She must wake up! She's awake now. She's awake. Thank goodness. I'll tell you what. I don't think anyone out there believes that you heard a genie in there. Did you hear a genie in there? You did?
No.
What we'll do is prove that there is a genie in there. She asked me to do something. You need to get her to do something with the hankies. What should we get her to do with the hankies? Tie them together. Ask her to tie them together for that girl over there. What did you want them to do? Tie them together. Please. Genies don't do anything. What was your name? Okay, Charlotte. The yellow one went in, the blue one went in, the red one went in. All separately. You want them tied together. Join together in a long line. If they come out, join together, you think we can get 10 points? Yeah! If they come out, join together, I want to give a big clap for the genie because she's obviously done her job. Did she say she'd do it? Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. She did it! Give the genie a big clap! 10 points! Open the box and look at them all the time. Put Paul in the box and lock it. Okay. Paul! It's going to go in the box. I'm going to lock it. Peter's in the box. Peter's over there. Handy! It's going to go home. Don't let her out. Don't let her fall in. Oh, Heidi, and all the... What colour do I like now? Tell them which card I wrote down. Be louder, Ashley. The Ace of Hearts. And Ashley, from the whole pack of cards, had to find Ace of Hearts without looking at them. Did she manage to do it? I don't think she did. There was like 20 cards there. How did she know? If she managed to do it, I think we've done a Valentine's Day trick because there's an Ace of Hearts there. If she's managed to do it, please give me a big clap. Ashley, you picked.
Right, this is Grandma's spectacles, alright? Grandma's hat. Come on then, get ready. Emily, Kate, get ready. You know this one. Now, Grandpa. Here are Grandma's spectacles, and here is Grandpa's hat, and here's the way he folds his arms and takes a little nap. There, we like that one, don't we? Right, we have to stop now because we've got 2 birthdays. Ah, you'll have to wait and see. Not to your name. Where's Josh? It's his birthday next Tuesday. Where's Josh? Wait, come on. Next Tuesday. No. Where's Sarah? It's not your birthday. Tuesday. It's Josh's birthday. And how old will you be on Tuesday?
And we'll like some any at Bird World? Did you see him at Bird World? No. Don't put him off, Katie. Katie. Nothing wrong with Amy.
No, that's terrible.
Yeah.
We sing it terrible. No, I'm not going to do it. You do
What?
it, Amy.
Right, sing Hosanna, come on.
Ow! Oh, my God. Sing like that, go blah, 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 blah.
Come on, because you were singing it lovely a minute ago.
Sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna, sing Hosanna. Concentration.
Oh, beautiful. Who are you then?
You must come to me. Oh, sorry.
More tea, Vicar. Who's
No
marrying Katie then? No one wants her, Mary.
Well, we'll ask him and he doesn't. He's gutted. He's gutted.
He's gutted.
Yeah.
Why is he gutting? To think that...
He won't do it. I've got to go like that. I don't want it down. Do you take Mr. Nobody? Yeah, I can get you take Katie Stevens. No, it's John! I'm under money!
Oh, don't kick.
Now! Okay, you're under arrest. All of you!
Katie, just turn to Mummy so I can see you.
I'm not a vicar at all. Amy! Come next to me. Oh, I forgot my flowers. Not ready yet.
Beautiful girl.
I've got my necklace.
Oh, take it off.
Where's the mayor? Oh, the mayor. We haven't got the mayor.
What's the mayor?
The mayor is somebody who I don't know, Dad. She wants to be like now. No.
Traditions live on. Maltese fishing boats have eyes painted on either side of the prow to ward off evil.
Morning. God. What have you got in here? Octopus? How many have you got here? 3? 2?
Yes, we've got 3 octopus and the other one are squids, you know.
Ooh! I don't eat things like that. Oh, look at the eyes on it. Which one's the squid?
It's kind of squid.
Oh, little one.
Yes. It grows bigger, but right now it's out of season, you know, so
Yeah.
they always getting smaller, you know.
There's a regular, if bumpy, bus service from St Julian's and the other resorts, and some of the buses are older than their drivers. Half an hour from St Julian's, Meleaha Bay is one of only 3 sandy beaches on the whole island. Come nightfall, St Julian's undergoes a complete personality change. Local people and holidaymakers come here in their hundreds, packing the noisy discos and bars that stay open until 5 a.m.
Except for what? Little Joe never once gave it away. Everybody had to pay him.
St Julian's did have a reputation for violence, but the local police have clamped down. If you want to travel around independently, it's very cheap to hire a car, just £14 a day, and, a legacy from British rule, the Maltese drive on the left. But the rest is improvising. There are only 2 sets of traffic lights on the whole island, and although people are supposed to drive on the left, they do prefer to drive in the shade. This should be interesting. Yeah, but you too. Malta's past is probably the most interesting thing about the island, which has been shaped by invading civilizations from all over the Mediterranean. "1,000 years before the pyramids were built, the Maltese were lugging stones up hills to furnish great temples like this one, Hajar Keen, 10 miles from St Julian's. The Arabs spent a few centuries on Malta. During that time, they built the old capital, Mdina, a stone fortress to keep enemies and the heat at bay. Normally, Mdina is still and calm. In fact, it's so quiet, it's known as the Silent City. Not so tonight. Tonight, the city will be turned upside down by the reenactment of an event that changed the course of Malta's history. This is a big tourist attraction, a kind of Maltese Tripping of the Colour, which takes place twice a year. It marks the day the Maltese reluctantly handed over power to the Grand Master of the Knights of St John, who were dedicated to protecting Christian pilgrims visiting the Holy Land. The Holy Roman Empire gave Malta to the Knights after they were defeated by the Turks and made homeless. During their stay on Malta, the Knights withstood the siege of 1565 and finally defeated the Turks. Some of the best armour from that time can be seen in the Grand Palace in Valletta. After the Great Siege of 1565, kingdoms all over Europe were so grateful to the Knights of Malta for defeating the Turks that they gave them pots and pots of money. And what did they do with their newfound wealth? They built Valletta. First, they turned Valletta into the greatest fortress in Europe. Then they brought in the Italians to do the fancy bits. Malta is dominated by churches. The most famous is the Mosta Dome, built by volunteers in the 19th century, and one of the largest unsupported domes in the world. It would have been destroyed during the Second World War if it hadn't been for Mosta's miracle. A congregation of 300 had gathered when there was an air raid. Minutes later, a bomb crashed through the roof and skidded across the floor, but it never exploded. Even today, you can still see the spot where it came through. As you'd expect on an island, there are boat trips for every day of the week. One of the best costs £5 and takes you round Valletta's Grand Harbour. Or you can take the 25-minute boat trip to Gozo, Malta's tiny island neighbour. People say Gozo is like Malta was 20 years ago, a tranquil green place where lace is still made in the traditional way. Back on the mainland, it's not exactly Ascot, but it is much older. The Knights introduced horse racing on the island, an event that's still going strong. Malta has been an established tourist destination for years. The people are really friendly, and it's one of the few places left in Europe where day trips won't bump up the price of your holiday. So to get the best out of the island, my advice is to take full advantage of the cheap transport and discover the kind of welcome that awaits you.
Flights to Malta from most British airports take about 3 hours. A typical 2-week package, half board, is around £450. Car hire starts at £14 a day, but you must be over 21. 3-course set meals are very cheap too, at £7 a head. The boat trip round Valletta Harbour costs £5 per person, and return tickets to Gozo are £6 for a car, £3 for each passenger. Now for our consumer report. With most schools now on holiday, many children will be trying to persuade their parents to fork out on trips to the latest high-tech attractions. But are they really worth the money? We sent the Fairhead family from Sussex to find out. Stop the £14 million White Cliffs experience in Dover. John is a mechanic and his wife Maureen works in publishing. They often go on day trips with their sons Paul, who's 12, and Lee, who's 14. The experience opened 2 years ago and has won several awards. At £12 for a family ticket, these animatronic figures are the biggest attraction.
So in 1050, to help defend us from invasions, the king set up the Cinque Force.
And it also charts the history of Dover, from the Romans to World War II air raids.
I think it's ideal for families because they can touch as well as just see, and it is educational but fun.
I find the World War II bit quite exciting because like we're doing a project on it at school.
State-of-the-art technology has also spread to traditional favourites like Madame Tussauds, the second most visited attraction in the country, with queues to match.
This is the bad part about it.
They've spent £10 million on the Spirit of London ride, which opened recently.
Welcome to the Spirit of London.
A black cab or time taxi takes visitors on a 15-minute trip through 400 years of London's history.
Has been blamed for the Great Fire of London.
The ride is included in the entry price, but the Fairheads weren't really satisfied.
I think it's a little bit on the expensive side at 1950 for a family.
I would have got bored if I had to queue up for ages because it's so hot today.
The ride is definitely entertaining for the whole family, but walking around, just visiting the waxworks, I wouldn't have said is particularly entertaining for a family.
They were more impressed by another traditional tourist centre that's undergone a high-tech facelift. Tower World is built inside the Blackpool Tower. It opened last May, but has recently added 5 new features such as Bug World and expects to get over 1 million visitors this year. A family ticket costs £18.85, but you can turn up in the morning, go out for the afternoon and come back for an evening of entertainment.
preferred it to the other two because it was the other two were based on one thing. This one was based on like, lots of different things.
It's slightly tacky in places, but it's got a heck of a lot of fun in it as well.
So, what was the Fairheads' verdict on the attractions they visited? The highest score went to Tower World in Blackpool. Their verdict, all-round entertainment, good value at £18.85 for a family of 4 and quite educational. In second place, the White Cliffs experience in Dover. Still good value at £12 for a family ticket and educational, but not so much fun. Madame Tussauds came last with the Spirit of London ride, the only redeeming feature. Overpriced at £19.55 for a family of 4, as it was only worth half a day's visit and let down by long queues. If you think you've had a raw deal at home or abroad, there are now 2 ways to let us know. You can use our travel show video box, or you can call our moan line. It's on 24 hours a day, and the number is 061 200 2999. From this week, holidaymakers arriving at London Luton Airport can alert us to their holiday complaints by using the new travel show video box. This will record your holiday horror stories with the help of a video camera. You simply press the start button, give us all your details, and then you've got 3 minutes to tell us about your holiday. So do think carefully about what you want to say before you start. And the video box will be at London Luton Airport throughout the summer. Now for our British report. Paddy Haycox has been to Torquay to find out if the so-called English Riviera can really compete with its Mediterranean counterparts.
Luxury marinas, palm-lined promenades and elegant buildings. Hallmarks of the Riviera resorts.
And this is Britain's answer to Cannes and Saint-Tropez. Torquay, billed as the most sophisticated resort on the English Riviera. But how does it shape up?
Well, Torquay did once play Monte Carlo in the television series The Saint. And from the water, it does look rather Mediterranean, with its whitewashed villas and yachts. For a British resort, the weather's not bad, with milder winters and warmer summers than the rest of Britain. Open-air cafes add to the sophisticated image, but drinks here aren't at Riviera prices. Torquay is surrounded by unspoilt coastline, 18 beaches along the Riviera's 22-mile stretch. Most of them are safe and clean, with the flags to prove it. And one of the prettiest is at Oddicombe, a mile from Torquay. The bay here is pebbled, but it's a firm favourite with regular visitors.
And you don't have to be a mountain goat to get to the beach, which shelters at the bottom of these steep cliffs. For 40p, half price for children, this funicular railway shuttles to and from Oddicombe, and it's particularly welcome on the way back up.
I think it combines like a continental holiday with the best of a British holiday as well.
We like the little peaceful coves that one can find, the little tiny hidden villages, the picturesque scenery. We like the more. There's a little contrast here.
Now, you know that this place markets itself as the English Riviera.
I think it's true.
I do, if the weather's nice, yeah.
The only thing that would be against it, I suppose, is the cost of things, you know, because the British holiday is never a cheap holiday. You know, wherever you go in Britain, it's always expensive.
Torquay's shopping centres are pleasant but nothing out of the ordinary. But there are a few surprises, like the Rokem Farm ice cream shop, where they've tried out over 1,700 flavours in the last 5 years. I've heard today's might be right up my street.
That's a whiskey, isn't it?
It certainly is.
That's a whiskey, and that's a... It's a Highland malt, isn't it?
You're getting close, yes, it certainly
warm.
is.
The flavours are so precise, you see.
Yeah.
Hang on. I would say it's from Dumbartonshire.
You're very good.
I would say it's probably a Glen Shield.
This is a man who knows his drinks.
Well, I'll carry on. I'll have 2 large ones of those.
Okay.
There's plenty of entertainment laid on, too. Torquay's Princess Gardens make a great outdoor venue for concerts. A few miles along the coast from Torquay, Paignton is the departure point for the Riviera Belle, a steam train trip to Dartmouth along the last 7 miles of the old Great Western Railway. It was once known as the nation's holiday line, carrying thousands of visitors down to the south coast of Devon.
The round trip costs £6.30. There are family concessions, but if you want to come on a diner's special like this one and have a 3-course meal served en route, it'll cost you £16 a head. The journey lasts a little over an hour, so there's just about time to get through your meal, although you might end up eating your dessert back at Paignton Station. But the truth is, the real interest isn't here on the plate, it's out there, through the train window.
Paignton is known as the English Riviera's fun resort, with plenty of sandy beaches like this one at Goodrington and a number of family attractions.
This area, Key West, is just 3 miles west along the coast from Torquay. It includes a couple of beaches like Goodrington Sands over there and a large amusement park with go-karts, mini-golf and bumper boats. But the big attraction seems to be this, the Shipwreck Island Water Park. It's £3.95 for an adult, £3.50 for children, but you can stay in here all day. And they reckon that if you unravel these flumes, you can slide on water for half a mile.
Nearby is Oldway Mansion, built by the sewing machine magnate Isaac Singer in 1847. But it was his son who was largely responsible for the way it looks today.
Paris Singer made a number of alterations which dramatically changed the exterior of this building. The addition of these ionic columns, for example, was inspired by the Place de la Concorde in France. Keen to ape the style of Louis XIV, Paris Singer sent an artist across to France to copy this elaborate ceiling. Together with the grand marble staircase, both were based on designs in the Galerie des Classes at the Palace of Versailles. And through here, Paris realized another fantasy. He was obsessed by his lover, the legendary Isadora Duncan. He wanted her to dance here, so he had this ballroom specially constructed just for her.
Last stop on the Riviera Tour and 4 miles from Torquay is the old fishing village of Brixham. It's been a port for 900 years and there's still a fishing industry here. You won't see the trawlers landing their catches unless you happen to be here at 2 a.m. But by day, most people content themselves with a stroll around the harbour.
The inlets, cliff backdrops, palms and colour-washed houses certainly make this a very attractive stretch of coastline. With good weather, which we've certainly had over the last few days, and a little imagination, the English Riviera comes into its own. In fact, as I sail along like this, I'm already beginning to believe that I'm many miles from the southwest of England.
So, Torquay. If you're driving, the M5 stops just 24 miles away at Exeter. The return rail fare for the 2 3/4 hour journey from London is £38 off-peak, £52 on Fridays and Saturdays. Bed and breakfast starts from £11.50 a night, and 2 weeks half board in a 3-star hotel costs around £370 in peak season. Last week we sent Matthew Collins to join Rally International's Round Britain bike trip. We wanted him to find out why hundreds of young people devote months of their time to good works. Here's his report.
Thank you.
Hi, you must be Matthew. Welcome to the Rally International Bike Ride.
Thanks very much. This week my challenge is to take part in a 2,500-mile sponsored cycle ride. We're also going to be doing all kinds of environmental projects. My challenge is to find out what makes people do these kind of things.
And you better hurry up because they want to go.
The Rally International Group started their sponsored Round Britain bike ride in June.
By the end of August, they'll have cycled across 3 different countries. I caught up with them on the way to the Cumbrian town of Cockermouth, where we were given a civic reception and our first tasks for the day.
Hey!
Well, this is the project that I'm going to be working on. Ali, what is this cycle ride all about?
Well, it's a 2,500-mile cycle ride around Great Britain, Ireland and France. And we're not only cycling, we're actually involved in 9 different community projects. This particular project, we're working with the Groundwork Trust, laying a cycle path here around Cockermouth.
Trevor, is this your first time on a dump truck?
Very first time, yeah. And I'm going into the bushes here because I think it steers from the back, which is a bit unusual.
The motivation is to raise funds to join similar expeditions abroad. Excuse me, Ruth, you've already been on an expedition, haven't you? Where was that to?
Australia, Northern Territory.
What were you doing on that?
Oh, various conservation projects, working with the Conservation Commission. We built a laundry at an alcohol abuse centre. We laid tracks, we laid irrigation pipes, we sowed seeds, just a lot of labouring basically.
Why are you doing another sponsored cycle ride?
It's worthwhile, look at it, everyone's having a great time. There's going to be something constructive at the end of it, it'll be great.
Excuse me, Rick, what made you come on this project?
I'm going on an expedition with Raleigh International to Chile in January, and in order to do that I need to raise £3,000. This sponsored event is a way of raising some of that funds.
We're just here for the fun of it, just having a good time.
But it wasn't all hard work. There was still time for a knees up at the village hall before bed.
Good morning, Vietnam! It's 0600, and what does the O stand for? Oh my God!
Back on the job and we were close to finishing. Even Trevor was feeling confident.
Control now! All under control, I think. Don't stand too close!
Do you call this a holiday, Martin?
Yeah, this is a real holiday. Good fun.
We finally finished our section and it was time to move on.
And this is what the cycle paths look like when they're finally finished. I'm coming!
Can anyone do it?
Yes, they can. You don't have to be going on an expedition with Raleigh International to take part in this cycle ride. And that was one of the beauties of it, I found, because as well as those who were going away, I met an Australian, 2 South Africans who had just seen the cycle ride advertised in the London magazine, and they decided that it would be a cheap and a very sociable way of seeing Great Britain and France and Ireland.
And is it over? Is it too late?
No, there are 5 more weeks of the cycle ride to go. They'll be in Durham this weekend and they'll be staying there for 5 days on another cycle path project, and there's 5 more weeks left of the cycle ride and they would welcome any new participants. Their number is on the fact sheet with the Raleigh International address as well.
Now, Matty, for your next challenge, we're sending you to work as a Bunak camp counsellor at Echo Lake in America. You'll be helping to look after the 450 children who spend their summer holidays there.
That sounds like hard work as well.
I think so. And now, late availabilities. Travel Europe have 14 nights self-catering in Spain, travelling by coach with free pick-up points throughout England, departing on August the 11th for £209. AT Mays are offering 14 nights self-catering in Turkey, departing from Manchester on August the 2nd for £279. And Lun Poly have 14 nights in Corfu with bed and breakfast for just £309, departing on July the 27th from Gatwick. And that's all for this week. If you'd like a fact sheet on tonight's programme, please send a large stamped addressed envelope to The Travel Show, P.O. Box 27, Manchester M60 1SJ. Next week on The Travel Show, Paddy Haycox is off to Nerja, one of the few unspoilt resorts on the Spanish Costa del Sol. And Sir Jimmy Savile takes us on a guided tour of the Scarborough he's loved since childhood. So join us next week. Goodbye.
Coming up next on BBC Two Comedy with Messrs Fry and Laurie.
You're tearing me apart!
On Movie Drone.
the classic portrait of teenage alienation. Later, a cult classic. Keith Moon as a nun, Ringo Starr as Frank Zappa, and Frank Zappa as Frank Zappa. James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause at 10:35, and Frank Zappa's 200 Motels at 25 past midnight. Moviedrome, Sunday on BBC Two.
Back to this evening on BBC Two, where there are a couple of changes to our schedule. In just a moment, a bit of Fry and Laurie, followed at 9:30 by Comedy on the Tyne with Bob and Terry the Likely Lads. This means that Newsnight will be half an hour earlier at 10 o'clock to cover the Maastricht vote live and discuss its implications. At 11:15, we're back on course with No Stilettos, featuring performances from some of the best British and American rock bands. So now the first of those programmes as BBC Two gets its teeth into a bit of Fry and Laurie.
Help you? Did you write this? Jane Eyre? No, that was Charlotte Bronte. Right. Well, I'd like to speak to her then, please. Well, I'm afraid she's no longer with us. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Did she leave some kind of forwarding address? Where can I get in touch with her? No, I mean no longer with us in the sense of dead. Dead? Quite dead, yes. Oh, I see. And when did she die exactly? 1855, I think I'm right in saying. 1855? Oh, let me see, that's what, 5 minutes to 7, isn't it? No, 1855 in the sense of the year, 1855. Oh. Oh. Was there some problem? Well, you'll have to do, I suppose, since you sold me the thing. I want my money back. Well, do you mind me asking why? I'll tell you why, because it's balls, that's why. It's complete balls! I'm afraid I'm going to have to disagree with you there. Oh, are you? Well, just let me just listen to this. Oh yes, here. I mounted into the window seat. Gathering up my feet, I sat cross-legged like a Turk. It's just complete balls. Balls in what sense? Balls in the sense of balls. I mean, what window seat? This is the first page. She's never mentioned a window seat before. And what Turk? Have you ever seen a Turk mount a window seat? Just complete balls. Well, I think I'm supposed to imagine it. Oh, really? All right, then, all right. How about this bit here? Oh, yes, here we are. Yes. Chapter 38. Reader, I married him. Well, if that isn't balls, kindly fax me an explanation of what is. What reader? Are you supposed to imagine this reader as well, are you? No, that's you. It's addressed to you, the reader of the book. Oh, balls! She couldn't know me. You just told me the stupid tart died in 1855. Not you specifically, but whoever happens to be reading the book at the time. Jane Eyre is telling you that she's married Mr. Rochester. Jane Eyre's a made-up character. She doesn't even exist. No, but she writes the story. She's the eye of the story. Oh, make your freaking mind up. You just told me Charlotte Bronte wrote the blasted story. Well, yes, she did. Well, you're obviously as confused as I am. The whole thing's just balls from start to finish, and I want my money back. Give me something, please, to read that doesn't go on about window seats I've never heard of and doesn't have some dead bitch calling you reader all the time. Well, what about this? This is proving very popular. What is it? This is The Invalid by Myra Penworthy Fennerweave. Any good? Excellent. Right. Talbot entered the room in a feverish haste, bearing his precious cargo before him like a votive offering. Elizabeth lay back on her bed, her face pale and pinched. Richard, is that you? She moaned. Oh, it's just complete balls. Baldy, 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 Balls! It's not actually, that is true. Every single word of that happened.
Oh, double balls and bollocks!
Richard, is that...
Darling Elizabeth.
Oh, Richard, I knew you would come.
I too, Elizabeth, I too knew that I would come.
Richard, I am far from well. Far, far from well.
Elizabeth, I bring soup. I bring warm, nourishing soup for to the better to make you more well with.
Richard, you are so kind. So very kind.
Let me help you to a little of this soup, Elizabeth. I shall pour it, so, into this small dish or saucer. Can you, Elizabeth, can you bring this small dish or saucer of soup to your lips?
Richard, I am trying to bring this small dish or saucer of soup to my lips, but the effort exhausts me.
Let me, Elizabeth, let me bring this small dish or saucer of soup to your lips in this manner, cradling your neck thus, and introducing the soup as gently as I may know how.
So kind, Richard.
Food and management consultant. She's married to Ali, who runs an export business. They have a 16-month-old daughter, Celine. They've lived in this house in Halifax for 2 years. While Ali's away on business, Jan's decided to get down to a spot of decorating. She's called house invaders in to help her make the right decisions. So this is your bedroom, yours and Ali's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
What would you change in here?
Well, I think the colour's okay. I think the pink's quite user-friendly, but the border is a little bit dated, a little bit busy, and perhaps could do with some changes there.
So the floral border, does that mean the curtains as well?
Well, I think matches the border. I think...
have you had enough of your flowers?
Yes, I think we're a bit too twee.
So have you got any paint?
Well, we've got lots of tins of various colours down in the shed. We can go and have a look and see what we've got down there.
That is the word we like, lots.
And shed.
So we'll have, and shed, love a shed.
Okay.
Or the boys like a shed anyway. Because you've got quite a limited use of the room, haven't you? Because you've got doors everywhere. What you've got fitted, is that a cupboard or a bathroom?
That's the walk-in wardrobe, and we've got the bathroom as well. And then we've got the windows on 2 walls as well.
Yeah.
We've got radiators. So we have got limitations.
Yeah, so the bed really does have to stay where it is. But I think there is a little bit of a shift we can do here, just to open up, give it a bit different perspective on the whole room.
Okay.
Oh, you've got a fireplace around here. I couldn't even see that.
Yes, we have fireplaces in all of the bedrooms, which aren't being used, which is a shame on one sense, but on the other hand, it's just dead space, really.
Or it could be a focal point, but you can't really see it at the moment.
Well, I just dump all my cosmetics on the mantelpiece.
And shove a bit of cardboard over them.
keep the wind from coming
do
down.
something about that, Jan.
Good.
What's this on the bed here? I see. What are these?
Well, these are some cushion covers that we've ended up with. We've got more cushion covers than we have cushions.
Really?
Yeah.
How many have we got then?
Well, we've a good dozen on the bed, and we have some more downstairs in the garage.
More downstairs in the garage means how many?
Probably about 80.
80?
Yes, we've got quite a lot of them.
That's fantastic. I can do something amazing with that. And what's this? Giant seersucker.
Yes, this is some fabric that I bought a couple of years ago on holiday when we were in Turkey, because it was a good price and I thought it'll come in. And you never know.
And it will, I'm sure.
It might come in.
There, look at that. You know, these cushion covers are amazing. The detail on them, they must have taken someone ages. You didn't actually tell me where you got them from.
Well, they come from India originally, but I got them to sell at car boot sales, and so far I've only had the time to do one car boot sale.
Oh, which explains why you've got so many left.
That's right.
You're too busy running after Celine, your daughter, and doing your job. Well, you know, I've had a bit of an idea for them, because we're getting rid of the flowery fabric in your bedroom, because you said you'd had enough of it. So I thought we'd make like a giant patchwork bedspread for the bed. And I've measured your bed, and I've worked out we need about 8 across and 8 down.
Okay.
So quite a big one. But can you sew?
It's a long time since I've used a sewing machine, but I can have a go.
Oh, it's like riding a bike. Grab those 2, and I'll carry on laying out the rest. Oh, and I tell you what else. What about the headboard you've got? Do you like that?
That's awful, isn't it? Oh.
Well, what about, because I believe we found some long timber, we could sort of hang them over a rail of wood at the back, maybe 3 or 4 along the back as a headboard.
Oh, that's a good idea.